it seems, undertook a long migration over centuries towards the far north of the globe. The reasons for this migration are due to the importance of the mammoth in their craft, trade, and culture. They used them for transportation and as beasts of burden. The mammoth brought them meat, skins, fat, and ivory. Man and animal lived in symbiosis. There's no doubt about it. Mammoths started to drift away from the region due to changing climatic conditions, and the Yukos followed them to the north, to the edges of Syberia. Prehistoric cave drawings, identified as Yuko in origin, first led me to the extraordinary hypothesis that the Yukos had managed to domesticate the mammoth. They are, to the best of our knowledge, the only prehistoric people to represent a man riding a mammoth. Today, because of this genuine mammoth skin effigy, identified by myself as an authentic Neolithic object, I can confirm this hypothesis. Yuko forebears managed to tame mammoths.
That's not evidence.
The historic man uses little imagination. He draws what he sees and represents scenes from real life. This familiar day-to-day object is actually a children's toy. As we have seen, Yuko existence was inextricably linked to that of the mammoth. They used its skin for clothing and to make the roofs and walls of their houses. They used the tusks to build the frameworks of their homes, as well as weapons, tools, and jewelry. Curiously, the disappearance of the mammoth 12,000 years ago had no immediate effect on the Yuko's way of life. It seemed that for a long time after, the people maintained their strong bond with the mammoth through the centuries. As incredible as it may seem, the Yuko people have continued right up until the start of this century to feed themselves on mammoth meat and to use the skin for clothing and shelter. Their ivory craftwork industry...
Yeah, he does go on golf cart. You are correct.
It would appear that to preserve ancestral customs, the Yukos learned how to exploit through the centuries the large number of frozen mammoth carcasses that were perfectly preserved in the ice of the Siberian tundra. They have been able to live mainly off this enormous freezer stock for almost 30 centuries.
I'm paying exactly as much attention to him as I did in actual college. Just to say,
it seems it is not
40%.
enough for the scientific community who, I will confess, is greatly perplexed by the question. In the absence of acceptable scientific evidence,
yawn.
we have to make do with Yuko shaman artifacts. The research department that I have the honor to represent today lends no credence to the myths and legends that these tribal charlatans peddle. We have to take their stories at face value, mere tales to while away the long Siberian winter. The legend of the Siberian ice ark is a very good example. You are invited to find out for yourselves from the pamphlet that I had passed around to you. This legend would have us believe that today, somewhere on a lost island to the north of Syberia, there are living mammoths still in existence, a sort of hangover from the Ice Age. This small herd has been
I'm interested.
preserved.
I can go see some mammoths later? That'd be alright. That'd be okay.
Tender care. The island on which the pachyderms are said to live is called Syberia. My friends, I advise you to resist the temptation you may have to believe in this pish and tish. The island of Syberia is not charted on any map, and the idea that mammoths have survived to the 21st century is an idle scientist's pipe dream. The Yukos were sadly among the first victims of the colonization of continental Syberia led by the Russians in the 20th century. The Kolkhoz and Sovkhoz systems, as well as the exploitation, disdain, and humiliation people had to suffer, marked a definitive break in the Yukos' traditional lifestyle. And since the collapse of the communist regime, the Yuko population finds itself confronted with the same political and social upheavals that other Siberian communities are experiencing. There are two consequences to arise from this. Some Yukos have lost their tribal identity and have integrated into the Russian population. Others,
is this
however,
game lore or is this actual fact? I'll look this up later. It's probably bullcrap, but
was
I'll look
lost
it up later.
under the Soviet regime. Now, at the start of the 21st century, the last true surviving Yukos have gone to live on the vast territories of their ancestors. Nobody knows today where they live or how they
Sounds
survived.
legitimate. Sounds
Their
just like
very
American
existence
or Native
would be
American
a
tribes.
matter for speculation if they did
Very
not
similar.
turn up periodically at the tundra's most isolated fur trading posts to exchange mammoth tusks for essential items. There ends my lecture for today. Thank you for being among us today, Miss Walker. Please make your way to the laboratory where you will find your mammoth doll. There are also photocopies of my lectures should you so require them.
Oh yes, I will go over this lecture again and again. Absolutely. Careful. I still can't go in this room, correct? Or could I?
No point. It's...
Let me just give this a once over in case I need this lore for something later. Interesting. All right. Give this guy one last word.
What is it you want to know, miss?
Your Hans Vorarlberg sounds Can you tell me a little...
He was always a mystery to me. He never said very much, never quite see...
Yeah.
I'll leave you...
Sorry?
I think I'm done with the old man. Done with you, old man. Just accept my double click the first time, please. Just accept it. I'd be so happy. full disclosure, I have no idea what to do next, so I have to get this train through this gate, so hopefully something I read or did in the last hour gave me the magic words. Okay, yeah, I don't think I could walk up here before, so, yep. I think we're good. No. This freaking cursor is still in my way, so I can't see when I can play with something. Sorry about that, had it on mute. My bad.
Hans, I have some very sad news. Our father is dead. He passed away peacefully last Sunday in his sleep. I feel so lonely now.
Father had been but a shadow of himself since your departure. I had to take care of everything for him. Housework, factory paperwork, the workforce, clients, everything. And now, today, well, I really don't know who or what I'm fighting for. Times are so hard, and this terrible war is destroying everything. Nobody cares for our automatons anymore. I just think about you returning. And when you do return, I will have turned this factory into a palace worthy of your genius. Please take care of yourself. I love you so much, Anna.
Okay, that didn't really get me anything.
Everything okay?
Yes, Kate Walker.
That's it, Oscar. We can go.
Kate Walker, I must remind you of one of the journey regulations. All objects featured in the train's inventory must be replaced before departure.
I don't understand.
Something is missing, Kate Walker.
Oh my god! The mammoth doll!
Please return it to its allocated position, Kate Walker.
Why?
I'm off.
Yes,